Okay, here's problem number 8. Here we have our X will be ages and Y will be worth in billions, net worth. So it looks like we need a scatter plot. So the first thing you want to do is open up your data because you're going to need to take it to many tabs to get a scatter plot. So I'm going to copy it to the clipboard, open up Excel. I'm going to paste it in there. Then I'm going to copy it to the clipboard from Excel. Then I'm going to open it up in many tabs. And then from here I'm going to go to graph. If my data will come up. And for some reason my computer is going very slow. I'm going to go to graph, scatter plot, simple, click OK. And then from here my X, I believe it was age, and then my Y, I believe is worth in billions. Click OK. A scatter plot should look like this. So now I'll go back to the homework problem, continue, see if it looks like one of these, and I believe it looks like this one. Click OK. Next, the question asks for what does the plot suggest about the relationship between age and net worth? This is age, net worth. The data is kind of all over the place. There's not a positive relationship. As one increases, the other doesn't increase. So I'm going to say there's no linear relationship for this particular graph. It says the coefficient of correlation. We need to calculate that. You can calculate it a few ways, but let's just open it up in StatCrunch. So I'll go here, open in StatCrunch. Just want to show you the easiest way, the simplest way to get to these calculations without doing it all by hand. Save you some time. Okay, once your data is open in StatCrunch, go to Stat, Regression, Simple, Linear. My X again is age, my Y is worth in billions, and I believe the rest of it, we don't need any of that. I'm going to go directly to calculate. I need R value first, which is correlation coefficient, which is 0.2137, and 0.2137, but it needs to be rounded to 4 decimal places. So let's make that 0.214. Check answer. Okay. Next, which statement below best explains the relationship between age and net worth? And with this, it's closer to 0, because remember, correlation coefficient is between 1 and -1. Closer it is to 1, it's a strong positive correlation. Closer it is to -1, it's a strong negative correlation. So here we have a very weak positive correlation, which looks like weak positive linear relationship here. The next one says with the opposite sign, the correlation coefficient indicates a opposite sign is going to be, well, it's not positive anymore, it's going to be negative, and it's still going to be weak. So it's going to be a weak negative for this particular problem. Here we need the R squared value. Back in StatCrunch, R squared is 0.0456. Around it to 4 places, it's going to be 0.0457. And here we need to explain the results, and I believe it's going to be, the model explains that basically you're changing it to a percent of the variability around the Y value, which is the mean net worth. And I believe that's it for this particular question.